A portable display with battery and wireless capabilities. Let's check it out. Dave Taylor here, and there are plenty of times that I need a little more screen real estate than I get on my MacBook. Enter portable monitors. This is a whole category, and ViewSonic has been an absolute leader. I've looked at a number of their products. This is the next generation, and boy, does it include some cool features. One of which is that it has a different actual case that covers the front and back, and it's kind of an interesting case because if I fold that out, I can now set it up as a stand. There we go. And what you'll notice right now is that it does not have any wires plugged into it at all. So it does have USB-C, and it's a USB-C to USB-C wire, so I can use it in wired mode with my laptop, but it also has, and I'm gonna just turn, this is gonna turn off for a second. It has this. This is so cool. This is a wireless casting device with USB-C that you can plug into devices, and then it will just transmit that signal. And you're thinking, okay, well, that's interesting for laptops, but it's more than laptops. Watch that screen, because I just plugged it into my iPhone 15 Pro, and once it establishes its handshake, you'll see that iPhone screen show up on the display. And again, it is in wireless battery mode, so it doesn't have any power source. Let's see what's happening here. Let me plug it in a second time. You know, demos never quite work the way you want. Let's try that and see if that's better. And so it also comes with a fairly chunky power adapter, but you can use anything you want because you need to give it power. There we go, there's my iPhone. So you need to give it power to charge the battery or to just use it in powered mode. But if you plug it in with a wire to your computer will probably give it enough power all by itself. It worked with my Mac and it worked with the Windows machine I tested it with. Now, let me tell you a little bit. So this is a 16-inch IPS monitor at 1920 by 1200 at 60 Hertz. With a 170-degree viewing angle, so you can see, other than the reflection of my lights, it's a pretty wide view angle, which I really like. The case takes a little getting used to because there's ways you can adjust it to work at different angles. The screen is anti-glare, though again, when I have lights pointing directly at it, that's a pretty tough environment for it. The battery can run up to 3 hours depending on what you're doing with it. And since we're in a demo, let me go over to Peacock and watch this. This is so cool, right? So I can't play very much of this, but I was watching Despicable Me. And remember, this is wirelessly, right? And so it is transmitting that wirelessly. I'm going to pause it, but it also has built-in speakers. So it's two 2-watt speakers, so it's not going to blow you away with its audio fidelity, but it's plenty enough to actually watch a movie or something, or check out your favorite YouTube videos while you're working or something, or maybe go to your fantasy football. And a lot of the apps that I use don't tend to rotate, so that means that on an iPhone or an Android phone, it's going to look like this. But you can rotate the screen too with an operating system that supports that rotation. So on a Windows or Mac, I could go into display and I could actually say rotate it 90 degrees to match. They also have software for PC where if you rotate the screen, it'll automatically send that signal to the computer. But I really like that it's plug and play and I don't have to install anything for this level of functionality. You don't need to see my losing fantasy football team. So let's see. I've told you about the display, I've told you about the battery, I've told you about this incredibly cool wireless casting. But let's go ahead and I'm going to switch it to be in wired mode. And this is done by, let's see, pushing, I think I need to power down and then turn off this by basically unplugging it and then power on. And then as long as I plug things in, so we're going to have that USB-C And it has a USB-C port on each side for convenience, which is really nice. I'll plug the other side into my Mac, and then I will wake up my Mac, and it should just automatically see it. Nope, I have to push. So now watch what happens. I'm going to push the volume control, and that brings up, let's see, that should bring up, let's see, you know, with demos, you're never really sure what's going to happen when you're live on camera. Let's try this again. And this time I'm going to push the button while it's booting up, and that should get us to the on-screen display. Or, nope, give me a second. I have to actually fiddle with this a little bit to get it out of the wireless transmitter mode and into the wired mode. Got it all figured out, and my Mac automatically uses it as a second display. So what this means is that I can, for example, drag something onto it, and now I would have this screen might be where I'm taking notes, and this screen might be where I'm viewing content. And what I really like is that every generation of these displays have better and brighter displays. And this one is just beautiful. As you can see, it's eminently viewable, eminently watchable. Is it fast enough for video gaming? Well, probably not. There is some latency, particularly when you're in the wireless mode. There is some latency that you might find a bit distracting or problematic for gaming. But certainly for watching video content, it is plenty good enough. And for something like, as you saw, Peacock, watching a movie right off your phone, ridiculously convenient and easy to work with. And I did have a little hiccup with that on-screen display. That's something where as you spend more time with these devices, you get a little bit more familiar with how you switch between them. So I'm going to chalk that up to a newbie problem. But all in all, so much to like here. Now, let me unplug this, and I want to show you the back too, because I'm still not entirely sure I like the new case design. So on the plus side, it does give you the ability to adjust it to various angles. So I can, for example, do this and get it at a lower angle, or even do this and have it be, let's see, there's a way to do it like that. I guess you have to get it just the right spot like that if I want it to be at a really low angle. But I kind of like the old one where there was just a little metal leg on the back that you extended. But this one will take a little getting used to, but the huge advantage is that it covers the front and the back. So from a portability and transportation perspective, this is terrific. And I'll just say, this is about 2 pounds, and you can see it's about 1/2 inch thick. So it's really easy to carry this with you when you need more screen real estate. So for example, maybe you're on a road trip and you know you're going to be working in a hotel room or in a hotel, I don't know, office space. Just take this with and a wire, or just throw this in your bag, and you've got 2 screens, boom, like that. It's super easy, and you can charge this overnight with all your regular USB-C charging stuff. So really, I am a big fan of this. I really like ViewSonic's approach to these, and I'll get used to the case, I expect, but lots to like here. And let's see, I'm going to open this up again. So we'll push this down as we go. And then that gives me, let's see, that angle. And then I can turn it on. And my computer's turned off and it's in wired mode. So we got sort of -2 here. So let's plug things in, and it should default to the last mode it used. So let's see what happens when I open my computer and unlock it. There we go. We go right back to where we were, and really lots to like. So that's what I got for you. It's compatible with Mac and PC and smartphones and tablets and Android and iPhone. Anything that has USB-C, you can plug this into, or you can try plugging in the wire and seeing how that works. But I mean, honestly, once you use this once, you're going to be sold. This is a really slick approach here. So that's what I got. Now, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to my channel. Click or tap on that subscribe button. Hit that bell icon for notifications. Give me a thumbs up if you found this of value. Great. Now this, let me make it a little bit steeper there. This is the ViewSonic VG1656N portable monitor, and it is $299.99, currently discounted down to $256.49 at Amazon.com. In terms of getting a second display, if you want one that's always going to be in one place, then there are less expensive options. But if you want one that's highly portable and easy to throw in your computer bag or your briefcase or your suitcase, this is an amazing option. And the addition of this plus battery power means it's also a game changer for when you're in transit and you don't want to have a tablet and a laptop and a phone and all these other things. So definitely one to check out. I am going to go back to Despicable Me, so I'll have to catch you in my next video.